Right. Quick little demonstration, just purely for beginners or DIYs or people at home who just want to do a small job around. Obviously, the ceiling's been blue gritted. I've done a video on beads, and then I'm going to put that ceiling on and put all this on. But I'm going to put that ceiling on first, just to show you. I've done a few videos in the past of how I put it on, but just how I do things, okay? Always wear a mask, even if the doors are open, there's plenty of airflow, always wear a mask when you're mixing out. The reason is when you put it in, the dust will come up. Long term, you don't really want this shit on your lungs, okay? So always look after your health. Right, I know you were going to say, oh, Kurt and all them boys, but I was actually the first one to do a video years ago, about 10 to 12 years ago. I had loads of videos and I deleted them all because I allowed people to get to my mindset. But I've been doing that since I was a labourer. Put your screws on the end of all your brushes. Look at that, look. That quick, yeah? Instead of fishing, it's there. Right, have everything where you want it. Wet everything. Your mix, your hawks, your trowel. Get everything wet. You can never mix up dry, because if I've seen plasters, they don't wet this. That's dry, and the plastic sticks onto that, and you get hard lumps, right? Always clean your trowels. Don't worry too much about this on here. As long as you brush it and clean it, it's fine. It's fine. It means you've used it, yeah? You don't really need to keep soaking it in water. I know some people like to soak their trowels in water and everything like that, but personally I don't really bother. Because at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about the skills, about putting on. As long as you make sure these are clean, nice and sharp, there's no kinks. If there's a kink and there's a little dent, get some sandpaper and rub it along here, especially on your plastics, you know, like your plastic trowels. Better still on your plastic trowel, you find in your plasterboard, just do that on your plasterboard like this, and if there's any nicks, that'll sort it out, right? If not, get a new one. So, I'm now going to mix up. Mask on, bucket trowel. Yep. Now if you got a, I always put my bucket trowel here. Easy to get to that, yeah? So of putting it, always have things where you need it. Don't put things where it's a million miles away and you're trying to look for it. Be methodical, right? Think of where you're starting, how you're going to do it before you just start. A lot of guys just go straight in, boom, 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 with no plan. Look at the job you're doing, plan it out, be methodical in everything you do, and everything will go well. Right, there we go. Lifting up the bag. Right. Normally, I'd have the cameraman doing this. You're on your own. Where you have this lip, pull it. Pull it quick. Don't be slow. I've seen a lot of you labourers out there pull it so slow, you know, whip it quick. Screw up down, bend your legs. Okay? Don't do this. I've seen so many people do this. Yeah, look at my back. That's how you pull it out. That needs to be like this. Not like that, like this. So like you're doing a deadlift, same principle, lifting the bag. Bend back, lift, and there you have it. Just on your side, rest it on your knee. Right, time. Just only put that half in. Can you see that dust? This dust is what you breathe in if you're not wearing a mask, okay? Now I'm going to give it a spin with my DeWalt. Right, that a minute is like milkshake. Now I'm going to put the other bit in. Now I'll put all of it in there. That's it. So you keep these roll sacks. You curl these over. Okay? There you have your waste bag. So when you get your leftovers, you can see it straight in there. So don't just rip it and throw it. Keep it. Everything has a purpose. One whole bag and a half bag. So when you're mixing, clean right down the edge, yeah? See, any hard bits around the side of the bucket will then go in the mix. Right? No, take the mask off. Right, always spin the drill, yeah? Your bucket's the side route, right? Get your brush. Now, I know I'm going to get comments saying, yeah, but there are guys that don't do this, right? And what happens, you'll crack up so much shit on your drill. So just make sure it's clean, right? Give it a spin. And there you have it. 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds, clean. Don't be one of these plasters that are in a rush, right, and they just leave everything hard. Clean up in between your tools. So now you've got a good mix, right? If you can do that, your mix is perfect. You do that, yeah, perfect. It'll fall straight off, it's too runny. Right, here we go. Okay, I'll just start on the awkward bit first. Come away. Okay. Now I don't need hop-ups here, no, but just bear in mind, what you don't want is little bits falling on there, or bits of plaster falling on your wires, yeah? You just want to get it on. Now when you go on blue grit, you get loads of air bubbles. So it's best, and that's just my preference. Right? I'm just saying what's best for me. I like to trial up as I go along. Not like spend hours trying to trial up, but just go on. What you've got to bear in mind when you're going over old ceilings is that you get dips, you know, hollow bits, and that's where the plastic can dip in and fall off and straight into your face. So, just get your reflexes and make sure they're good. And don't rush, yeah? Take your time, guys. Right. And newbies, if you're in your own house, because you don't want to splash out to get a professional in, that's all well and good. I'd practice on a wall or buy a bit of board and practice on there first before you start applying it on walls in your house for all to see. Now, when this is done, when the paint is dried, the plaster's dried, it'll be painted and they'll be fitting in a new kitchen. So some making good will be done later, i.e. coving. So you want to go in to what you just put on. Without you being here, me showing you, you want to go into your line. Yeah. And then we see where your lines are. You just try that. Now don't worry about like plaster on the coving or anywhere else because it will clean off. As long as you clean up in between, you'll be fine. Don't leave it till last minute. Or you just spend an hour or so prepping up and taping everything, which is time consuming, okay? Depending on where you're working and the customers you're working for.
Got it.
So this is how I put it on. So once I put this on, I'll then get my speed skim and speed it over to flatten it, and then I'll go over again with the steel around the edges to flatten it all off, and that's it, you know. And then clean the skirt, clean the coving, let it pick up, and then I'll put my second sail. So pretty much this is what I do all the way through. Hope you enjoy. Right, hope you enjoyed watching the video. Have a good weekend.